Thanks for tuning back and looking at Vintage RC Car Restoration. As you can see, we got a Mercedes here. Why am I showing you this little Mercedes? This is one of my daily drivers. I run this thing almost every single day, maybe just for a few minutes here and there, but it's always been super duper reliable. Parts are, I've gone through a few different parts on this car, and they're super cheap. It's based off the TT-01 chassis, so they're everywhere and they're very inexpensive. This car I bought used, but brand new they're like 120, 140, 150, and they look really good. This one has different wheels, a couple little different things going on, and let me show you what's inside of my daily driver kind of car. So I run with this one. It is the Cat 12-turn 550 motor, and then I run just a cheap little WP ESC. I do my turbo 3-channel radio for it, 2.4 gigahertz, very cheap again. And then I run just a basic 2000 Power Hobby Pro battery pack, 2S74. So nothing crazy expensive on this car. I think the most expensive thing on this whole car was the shocks. I found these shocks online, and I think I paid some like 30 bucks for them. So I probably overpaid for them, but they're performance shocks for this car. And these are just some old tires that I had from a Mini Cooper. They're real special sticky compound, which doesn't grip as good as it could. I do have the ones that came with the car. I have these here, but I like the this kind of style. Even though it's a smaller wheel, but to me it just kind of looks funny, and it just drives a little more comical, I guess, is the way. And I'm tell you why that is so much. I have it set up as a 2-wheel drive. So, yep, you're gonna be like, what are you talking about? TT-01, TT-02 car in 2-wheel drive? Yeah, so I removed the axle, or the shaft that runs from here to there, and then I just removed the axles that go to these two wheels as well. You don't have to, but I did that just on weight savings. And then in order to keep this bolt, there's a bolt inside of a little small piece of nylon, plastic, little, I use it as a spacer kind of thing. It's almost just a piece of plastic. It's hard to see it in there to keep that shaft from popping out. And then I have it screwed in from the bottom. It's a little tiny small screw. That works perfect. That's the only modification, was a small tiny little hole to screw a little piece of nylon, piece of plastic. It actually basically was I believe it was a body mount that I used for it, a little small body mount for a little tiny car. Works perfect to keep that shaft part from pulling out. Doesn't hurt nothing. So that's pretty much it. That's how I have this car set up as a 2-wheel drive, and I like it running as 2-wheel drive. I like just crazy stuff. It actually looks pretty good and drives like nonsensical, if that's the word. So now I'm gonna put some clips in it, and then we'll drive it. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and give my my little runner, well, a run. So this one is a handful to drive, but I love that fact about it. A little smaller wheel, 550 motor, light, 2-wheel drive only, bearings, brushed. Very unpredictable car, but super tough. Like, you can find parts for this car for inexpensive. Man, that torquey 550 is a beast. So, this thing never gets old. That's why I run this thing almost every day. This car costs less than a couple of my new bright cars that I've built. Let me tell you. So, you know, you can get these cars used for around like 80 bucks. This one I got about 95 in the kit. It was a used one, and I think it was like missing one wheel nut, and that's why on this car it has one gold one, which I love that it has one, you know, mismatched wheel nut right there. I'm gonna show you this thing. Like one gold tooth. How funny is that? So this thing, you can run it so docile if you want. It doesn't matter. I've banged this thing into parking stuff. I love it. It's one of my, that's why I don't get tired of running this car at all. I had it set up as a 4-wheel drive and I ran it like that, but it was, you know, it ran good, but it didn't do that. It did not slide crazily, and I just, you know, I could turn it back to 4-wheel drive if I want to, but I don't think I am. Just a hoot. Well, I just wanted to give you guys a look at what I drive to kind of better my driving skills, so I don't look like a total fool when I am doing the videos for you guys. So that's her. I want to thank you guys for watching one of my silly videos right now. If you want to know more about this car, please, you know, feel free to drop some some questions down below. And yeah, this is my one of my favorite cars, and it just happens to be one of the least expensive cars I own. These are great. Definitely need to pick you up one of these guys. So without further ado, I want to thank you, and hit a like, and I would love before you subscribe. Definitely not going to want to miss what's coming up next. I promise you, more serious stuff than me just going nuts on a driving video. All right, guys, take care.